tone of voice, and what would you say, and what is Keyloop's now vision, message, and what would you want customers to hear about Keyloop's brand now?
Yeah, so we like to be proud of our automotive DNA because we're a company that serves the automotive sector, but we also are conscious that this is a sector going through a lot of change.
Yeah.
And getting people ready for that future, which is different than the past has been, is a big part of it. So we've adopted, company values, just three simple ones about bold, authentic, and united. And we do talk about those, but I think people also need to see it in action, right? I mean, it's all very well because a lot of people are suspicious of company statement. So they actually want to see, how does the company behave? How does it behave towards its customers? How do we actually look towards new technology adoption? Those kinds of things are very important. And I think, over time, people, if that commitment is real and becomes tangible for them, then you get the discretionary buy-in back, which is people going, I like where we're going, I understand where we're going. And, that does take time to happen.
Yeah.
But we are in a much better place. I mean, as a company, if I look at, the engagement levels that we have in the employee base, it's changed a lot. I mean, it started by going downwards and now it's gone upwards and we're past where we started, which is a great sign.
Yeah.
And I think people have a lot of confidence about the future.
Yeah, brilliant. Can you talk us through a bit around your addressable market, your mission, and your real vision over the course of the next few years?
Well, I think the problem with things like vision and mission is they often sound like they've just been beamed down from planet management, right? So let me try and put this in more ordinary language. If you own a car and you go in for a service or you're trying to buy a car, that's the space that we're in. So it's automotive retail. But for a lot of people at the moment, this whole experience is pretty frustrating, right? They often find that they phone up, they can't get an appointment, or they go online and start configuring a car. They may be interested to buy it, but you go in to the showroom, you've got to start again because they say, right, what is it you want? And you feel like saying, well, I've already done all this.
Yeah.
So there's lots of stuff that just isn't joined up. I mean, to give you an example, almost all cars modern cars know exactly what they need for a service, and yet probably about a week before you have a car service, someone will ring you and say, what car service do you need? It's like, mostly the answer for people is, I don't know. I don't really know anything about the car.
Definitely my answer.
Yeah, I mean, some people know how to service them, some people don't. And the problem is that they're doing that because a lot of this data isn't connected. And what we would like to do is to make that all a lot easier for people. So we talk a lot about like trying to make the experience just a lot simpler so that it's easier to interact with. Now, I suspect that because we only, what do we get the car service once a year, buy a new car every 3 or 4 years, maybe 5 years, people are quite infrequently, but you're thinking about millions of transactions. A lot of people, this has to happen, right?
Yeah.
And so when it does happen, it is very inconvenient. And we want to try to change that. We'd like to make the whole experience something that's easier for people.